Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Well, I can tell you I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it.
The action has already started.
Araujo did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. That is lovely. Chance, big header!
Luis Figo, now there's a class act.
You can't disagree with that.
Well, he loves to roam across advanced midfield positions, but his most natural position is on the right side, where he uses a very clever brain to go and create.
Yamal, back towards the middle. Oh, it's a great ball here. Nice interception, well timed. Szoboszlai purring through the gears. Figo.
I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say, both.
And the shot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Gravenberg. Rice. And it's Hakimi. For Szoboszlai. Spread it left. Hernandez. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Still goalless at the moment. Now it's Thuram. Hernandez makes the interception. Well, that pass isn't the best. It's played through for him. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Oh, chance! And he's done it! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, and just as the manager...
Shapes to shoot! They've done it! And they're at it again in double quick time. Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
And now he has two. So that's two now without reply.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Oh, no, that was never going to make it. And it's Soboslai. Tries to play it through. And he's being shifted off it. Just coming up to the 30-minute mark. Knocks it into space. Now it's Barella. Oh, he's been caught napping. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
Well, the box was just...
Whistle's gone, and the referee has given a penalty.
And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. Neuer looking to stare down to unsettle the taker.
And Neuer pulls off a sensational save.
Well, now it's a race for the ball. Now this could be a chance. Is there any support? He might not need it. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. That is ended up in no man's land. Szoboszlai is offering some sort of an apology there.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Szoboszlai, and he's intervened well there. No, not quite on the same wavelength. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Chooses to go cross-field. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. Bigo powering forward here. He has found the way through. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. It's a threatening ball. Nicely spread. Yamal. Szoboszlai. Rice.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And he goes cross-field.
That's a great ball cross-field.
Nagatomo going full steam ahead down the left flank. A heavy challenge. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, I'm looking at the body language, Peter, and it doesn't look great. It's going to be pretty hard for them to pick themselves up from here. But there's still a maybe at play. Maybe they'll thrive on the adversity.
And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
He's played it back. Hernandez. Passing is crisp and sharp. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Bigo looking to penetrate opposition lines.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
He's shifting through the gears here. Nagatomo. And the shot! And it's there! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited.
They were absolutely lethal.
Well, look at the manager here. He's absolutely fuming, and he has every right to be.
Thuram! It's anyone's ball now. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Nagatomo delivers. Gravenberg.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
It's run loose here. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Oh, smashing header! It's a goal! Over the hills and far away! No catching them now! Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, at one stage...
Big chance! He's had a shot! And it's in! They are getting horribly bullied, and it seems there is plenty more to come.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
As if 3 weren't enough. This is nigh on utopian.
It's become a case of men against boys.
Goes for a shot! Ruled out the best in the keeper.
Well, the defence are in a good position to get behind the ball and let them just try from range.
And we have our very first corner. That's really well cleared. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, nicely intercepted. That has been slung wide. And here's Kvaratskhelia. That's good pressure, good intensity.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind them up in the process, Peter.
Delivers the ball. Alisson claims it. Safe hands. So what can they make of this? And it's Nagatomo.
Well, played right into his path. Figo.
Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. And the shot has fallen kindly here. Oh, terrific save.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from.
Up he goes! He's got a goal! It hurts, does it not? Oh, how reality hurts.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
Another one! This must be his personal high. Neither of these two want to come off second best. He's found a way through. Szoboszlai. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Hernandez. Well, that has not gone well. Now it's Mbappe. Hakimi.
Well, they can at least make a fight of it. Even if it's just a goal, the lift it would give would be huge no matter what the end result is. There's nothing more infuriating for a fan than seeing passing without penetration. They're just stuck in a rut.
Araujo deals with that comfortably. Into the last 5 minutes. Goes for the shot! It's hit the crossbar. De Ligt cuts it out. And here's Torres. Great vision. Pass somewhat off target. Gravenberg. Hernandez.
Look, this is so frustrating. Passing without any end product is just passing time.
Into a minimum of 4 minutes additional time. Barella. It's a pretty loose pass. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out.
And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
Comfortable claim for the keeper.
That's a...
Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. A tale of two teams, one irresistible, unstoppable, the other fragile. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Hi, Peter. It's great to be here.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself.
And as you can see, we've already started here.
Jim, who do you pick out as the telling it?
And the shot! He's delivered all right!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball, and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
Arsenal finding themselves unexpectedly behind. And we have our very first corner. Arsenal have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Eze. Hakimi. Now that looks a decent ball.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And he's taking no chances there. It's a searching pass. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And that is as far as they're going to go. That has ended up in no man's land. Hernandez. Can he get on the end of this? So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score.
There they go, hunting again.
Arsenal have a free kick.
Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking.
Yeah, he may feign to shoot and just play it into the box. It was a sterling effort, and at least he kept it on target. And it was worth a go.
Gravenberg. Calafiori. Now, can they get him away? And it's Soboslai. Eze. Trossard. Over to the left. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. De Ligt has been sent off, just to confirm that, of course, that was his second yellow card. Szoboszlai. No, that's been intercepted. Zubimendi. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Applies the finish! He's done very well to get to that.
Saka actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Gravenberg has created one goal already. And it's Hernandez. Great vision. Now it's Rice. Oh, he's found support out wide. He is through here. Saka! Oh, off the bar. Chance to deliver. Oh, what a climb! Oh, surely that deserved a better outcome.
I think we can expect a few more of those now. Better timing was all that was required.
And he shoots! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Hakimi. Szoboszlai. Picked up, real chance! It's loose now and they want to get it back. But that has not gone well. And that's going right the way across. Oh, well played, well played. Tries a shot! It's there! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Corner it is. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Torres. Looking to play him in. Oh, perfectly measured that. Cleared without hesitation. He's gone for goal! It's bounced back off the post. Poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Zubimendi for Rice. Tries to play it through. Pass is just off target. Szoboszlai. Hernandez. Spread it left. He's shifting through the gears here. Trossard. Zubimendi. Rice. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. That's a good ball out wide. And the referee brings the first half to a close. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, we've seen at times it can be harder to play against 10, and that seems to be holding true so far. Something I've experienced in the past, and with this sort of intensity and fearlessness, who knows, they might just get something they want.
So in they come for the break with nothing to separate them. The score 1-1. There's the whistle then to start the second half. Now it's Eze. Hakimi does really well to win the ball there. Szoboszlai running with the ball. And the return pass. Saliba kept his eye on it, and he's there. And that's really well manoeuvred. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Rice. And it's Szoboszlai. And he's picked it up out wide. He's got away. Shot at goal! And he has kept it out somehow.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Aimed beyond the defence. And he's managed to get free. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Eze, and he welcomes it in. Distributed tidily.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
He has found the way through. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Saka. Now it's Saka. Nicely weighted ball. Rodri. Great ball, and he's in here. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Now it's Torres.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
And it's Hernandez. He's picked his way. Chance for a shot! It's in! And again they hit the front. And that really is so impressive.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, it's...
And Torres! That's a cute ball. Pass somewhat off target. Szoboszlai played out wide. He's found a way through. He's a sharp little ball here. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Saka! Decent enough try. Not the most accurate pass. Calafiori conjures time and space where few can. Kvaratskhelia. Szoboszlai. And it's Rice. Eze. Eze proves just a little bit too strong. Now there's a fine chance, surely! And yes, it's there! They've done it again! It is incredible!
I could watch this every week, Peter. Talk about strength of character. Wonderful.
And that is fabulous. A true beauty of a goal.
Oh, what a hit, Peter. And there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured. It was simply inch perfect.
This is had a shot! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
Saka fully appreciates that. He could have won it then, and now he'll be all the keener not to lose it.
Now it's Havertz. Zubimendi does well to get it back. Well, that's takes a shot! And one more try! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Still anyone's game, this. One moment can decide it.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal. Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Martinelli unable to make it happen for all his good intentions.
Calafiori, up he goes!
Smashing delivery, just didn't do enough with it.
That definitely had the element of surprise to it. Clearly came in when no one was expecting it, and it was drilled.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Well, that had the makings of something. Can he finish? Yes, he's done it! Late in the day, this could well be it! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
Having turned the game on its head, now can they... Header!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And that's it.
Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end, momentum shifting this way and that. The kind of match, as neutrals, we all... So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here.
everybody,
A
and
clear
welcome
night,
to
all
today's
the
match.
ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands.
I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central... Oh no, what has happened here? Now it's Yamal. Looking to play him in.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled. We've seen many free role players that have graced the game, but Ruud Gullit is amongst the elite.
Well, no one would argue with that, Jim, but what do you identify as special in him?
Well, so physically powerful and intimidating, and I think his athleticism helps him get through a fierce amount of work.
Well, nothing quite like him in the modern era.
Agreed.
Nicely weighted ball. Oh, that's a fine interception. Szoboszlai. And this is Torres. Not the most accurate pass.
Neither side especially adventurous early on.
Gullit. Well, that looks a decent ball. Well seen. Saw that coming. Cristiano Ronaldo! And the keeper couldn't hold it. It's in! Al Nassr take the lead. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Kvaratskhelia. Kvaratskhelia.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And that's gone loose. Gullit. Now, can they get him away? That looks a cracking ball. He has found a way through. Flash and bullish header! Decent enough try.
Bellingham is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Al Nassr applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't...
And Gullit! Denied by an instinctive save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
They've played it short.
Cruyff with the cross. And now a sudden chance to counter. And this is Torres. Bastoni kept his eye on it, and he's there. Distributed tidily. Can he get on the end of this? Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Gullit takes control of it and he's on the move.
That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it.
Vieira pulls off an exemplary piece of defending.
30 minutes gone. Aimed beyond the defence. Cristiano Ronaldo! He's got a goal!
A two-goal lead and they're firmly in control.
Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
Al Nassr are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
You have to say that was an exemplary tackle, stopped him dead in his tracks.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know.
And he's cut it out. Thuram. Pull it.
And now the breakaway.
Tries to pass it through.
He's got away.
He gets big. Relentless. Just relentless. They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
There's the whistle for half-time.
Well, the mood in the two camps couldn't be more different as they go in for half-time. Elation on one side, misery on the other.
Substitution in progress.
And we're off again. So, 45 minutes to turn it round.
And it's Hakimi. No, not quite on the same wavelength.
Vieira. Chance here to counter. Played out to the right.
Spread neatly.
Rijkaard.
Darwin. Nicely spread.
Saka gets into some space. Oh, what has happened here?
Cruyff. Cristiano Ronaldo. He's had it taken off him. Pele. And the pass is intercepted. Szoboszlai.
Out to the right.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Produces a cross.
That's going in strongly.
Bellingham.
Conjures time and space where few can.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
Driving on and making good progress. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation, no more.
And a chance! Oh, taken with style! Comfort, yet more comfort, easing away.
It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his...
Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. Well, that's a booking. Always looked it.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Substitution on the field.
Well, this looks promising in terms of distance and angle.
Number 7,
Bale!
Cristiano Ronaldo. Number 10, Pele. Number 8, Johan Cruyff. Number 5,
It's their second corner of the game.
Gallagher. Coming on the field, number 15.
And now they can
Bale.
spring out of defence.
Number 19, Eto'o. Number 6,
Hakimi
Platini.
threads one in.
Number 11,
And that's another
Ronaldinho.
good win of the ball.
Number 18, Seydou.
Ronaldinho. And here's Eto'o. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Lovely feet. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Vieira gets across to intercept that. And the through ball. That's the keeper's ball. Hakimi. Rijkaard. Passing is crisp and sharp. Pass somewhat off target. And that has left him in a heap. Van Dijk. Knocks it into space. It's Eto'o! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Saka. And it's Hakimi. Well, that has not gone well. Eto'o is fouled. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Maldini eases him off the ball. Bale. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's found a way through. Bale climbs up big. It's a goal. And this is getting ridiculous. Borderline crazy.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. And it's Seydorf. That's good running with the ball. Rice did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
Well, they can at least make a fight of it. Even if it's just a goal, the lift it would give would be huge no matter what the end result is.
Played out to the left flank. And he's managed to get free. Platini!
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Bale! And he hits the net! And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways. And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
And the number on the board is 3. Oh, this is a great position. Real chance! It's in! And the chasm continues to widen. A brutal statement that underpins where these teams are at.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times,
A side that can and will trouble more or less everyone.
This is a lost
Your
children's
final thoughts, Jim?
One-sided
Please keep your eyes
and
on
only
your
one
children
winner,
during the
Peter.
match
The
at all
players
times.
didn't show enough togetherness, and it was weak throughout.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform.
And as you can see, we've already started here. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
I'm just so pleased that Andy Robertson here is finally getting the plaudits he deserves. When you consider the journey he's had from the lower tiers in Scottish football, he's become a real success story of hard graft and hunger, and you can really see that in his no-nonsense style. He's won with a very steely, determined streak.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends.
Now it's Szoboszlai.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left be...
Oh, shooting chance! It's hit the upright. He's delivered all right!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
He knows it's taken a big and very kind deflection, but he is claiming it nonetheless.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated.
Passing is crisp and sharp. He is through here.
Knocks it out wide.
So just the one early goal to report so far.
And the score is 1-0. That has not gone well. Eder Militao. Hernandez.
And the pass is intercepted.
That's a good ball out wide. Gravenberg. Szoboszlai. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Mbappe! Can he get on the end of this? Kvaratskhelia tries to pass it through. Oh, he had to make that, and he shoots! They've scored! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
And a chance! Mbappe, Hakimi promptly onto that, and that is that. Hakimi has it out wide and in space. And the keeper gets his hands on it. Azar. That's a good run down the left. Mbappe could try cutting inside here. Mbappe. Oh, important interception. Gravenberg. Szoboszlai. Great ball if he can get there. And this is Torres. He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. So a big chance now from 12 yards. So this to extend their lead. Not a twitch, not a blink.
I just think the keeper committed himself too early.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see it.
He's had a shot! That is decidedly lacking.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
Robertson sends it crossfield. Now that's well seen too. Gravenberg played out to the left flank. He has found a way through. Kvara gets his head on it! Went with his head but couldn't steer it in.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours,
Hello,
it might not
everybody,
feel
and
like that.
welcome to today's
The
match.
stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So that's got things underway. The unmistakable Daniel van Bouten.
One of those players that's been there, done it, got the T-shirt.
And perhaps that's his greatest strength, Jim, his experience.
Certainly one of them, Peter, although for me his all-round game is what impressed most. He's a credible goal threat too, both inside the box and from range.
Yeah, he's got one mighty shot on him. I think it's true to say he once burst a ball while taking a free kick.
I can actually imagine that.
Decent chance! That was superb goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Surely now! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it. Kvaratskhelia. He's found a way through. Oh, good play on the left-hand side here. Tries to pass it through.
Cannavaro robs him of possession.
Kvaratskhelia receives it in a wide position. Messi. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Rice. Tries to play it through. Oh, that's a key interception. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Kvaratskhelia has it out wide and in space. Kvaratskhelia gets a cross in. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. Not the most accurate pass. Rodri engages and forces him off the ball. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. Alexander-Arnold. And it's Messi.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Kvaratskhelia. Koller. And it's ended up in no man's land. He's a sharp little ball here. And Del Piero! That's a half-decent try. And that has left him in a heap. Szoboszlai. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, he's bustling through. Chance, surely! And it's a goal! That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
So the first goal of the game.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Takes aim and crosses. Rodri. Ball played for Kokchu. Oh, he's found support out wide. It's a promising position. He is through here. In by Del Piero. Rice. And it's Gravenberch. And it's Henderson. Can he get on the end of this? Pings in across. It's a mighty effort! Szoboszlai.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Out to the right. Aimed beyond the defence. Now the delivery. Big header! They want to be quick to recover this. Serginho swings it across.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
Hernandez. Great vision. Always onto this. He's shifting through the gears here.
Oh, good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
Well, I think it's good he took the opportunity to run at that back line. I'm sure it won't deter him either.
Fernando Torres is on his own. And there's the end of the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
There's plenty of positives to take, despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy, a little more composure up front perhaps. That's not too much to ask.
Leading 1-0 at the break.
Substitutions taking place.
So off we go once more. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. And it's Rice. Passing is crisp and sharp. He's free, and he shoots! He has done it! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. And that really is so impressive.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Rijkaard gets his final warning.
Well, I think the referee would have told him to rate it in or suffer the consequences.
Rijkaard. That pass has been well intercepted. Szoboszlai pinches it off him. He's through here. And he's picked it up out wide. He's in a great position here. He's tried one! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Jordan Henderson clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Opts for safety.
That dugout has had some relief at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more.
Nicely weighted ball.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And that's been won straight back. Serginho. Looking for the run. And this is Torres. Van Bouten. Jordan Henderson. Well timed, excellent interception. Van Bouten. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Del Piero. Serginho gets into a good position. Szoboszlai. Rijkaard. And Jamal. Can he get it through? And it's Alexander-Arnold. Kvaratskhelia. Kvaratskhelia takes a look up. Kvaratskhelia. Kvaratskhelia with the delivery. Jamal! That was mighty close. Goes forward. Now he's off and running. Jordan Henderson. Kokchu. Yamal. Serginho knocks it into space. And it's Soboslai.
Just about up to 75 minutes.
Rice. And it's Rice.
Now this could be a chance.
Now that looks a decent ball. That is good alertness. Alexander-Arnold.
That's been cut out, well played.
Rodri.
Kupchu.
And it's been played through. Big chance!
Oh, should have put that away.
Well, it wasn't to be this time, but that should add to his level of confidence, something they can really do with at the moment.
Field, number 22, Jan Koller. Coming on to replace him is number 9, Andy Cole.
It's their second corner of the game.
Oh, smashing header! And now they can spring out of defence.
Now it's Darwin. Messi. Oh, that pass isn't the best.
Ahead by 2 and just about into the home straight.
Now it's Szoboszlai. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Kupchu. Messi. And it's Rodri. Messi
Goes steaming forward. Picked out and Del Piero! Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
Substitution on the field, number 8.
So there's going to be another change here.
Number 27, Serginho. Coming on the field, number 55, Franz Beckenbauer.
into the
Number
last
66,
5 minutes.
Costa Curta.
And this is Lewandowski.
Distributed tidily. Saka, he's got away. It's a good-looking delivery.
Now it's Messi. That is a great pick out.
He's one-on-one! And the shot! It's there! Late drama! Late goal! This will be one frantic ending!
4 added minutes has been
Well,
indicated.
was he ever going to miss that?
Of course he wasn't.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
And this is Messi. Rijkaard. Hernandez. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
He is through here! And that's it. Well, that was good. A terrific advertisement for attacking football. Both sides glad to trade blows, to set out always only to win. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours,
Hello,
it might not
everybody,
feel like
and
that.
welcome to
The
today's
stadium
match.
is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself.
And we're underway.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you could expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just so many potential options and movements, overlapping, underlapping, wingers vacating spaces to be occupied by fullbacks, coming inside, creating overloads down the middle on either flank. You get those right, and this can be a very effective system.
A tried and tested formula.
And believe it or not, Peter, we even did that back in my day.
That has been slung wide. And he's whipped it across. Up he goes! Marvellous goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
It was a great header. The invitation was irresistible and the finish unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Now it's Yamal. He's had it taken off him. Mbappe. Now, can they get him away? Kvaratskhelia proves just a little bit too strong. Here comes... Header! They've scored! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. So that's two now without reply.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
And it's Stojkovic. Kukçu making good progress on the right-hand side. That's been slipped through. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Hernandez. And De Ligt. Hernandez. Szoboszlai. Kvaratskhelia picks it up out wide. Kukçu. Now it's Torres. Out to the left it goes. Tries to play it through. Oh, good take in a good area. And a chance! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on. And there's the shot! Keeper's not concerned by that.
Well, the defence are in a good position to get behind the ball and let them just try from range.
Haaland. Rice gets a foot in here. Can he get on the end of this? And he plays one through. He's picked his way through. Oh, right place, right time. And we have our very first corner. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. He's tried one! It's their second corner of the game. And he gets rid in a hurry. And he's had a hit! And he was there to get a vital touch.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
So, third corner of the game. And that has been cleared. And the shot! Not the most accurate pass. And it's Hakimi. Hakimi was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. 30 minutes gone. And that pass isn't the best. Haaland. There's a searching pass. Gravenberg. Gets a good foot in there. Looking to play him in. Nicely aimed pass. And it's Stojkovic. Looking for options for movement. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Rice. Yamal chooses to go crossfield. Kvaratskhelia has created one goal already.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the...
Chance for a shot! Off the post! Relentless! Just relentless! And he is just ripping it up! Lacking for neither time nor space, it could scarcely have been more straightforward.
Fernando Torres really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
Stojkovic! It's run loose, who's going to get there? Oh, what has happened here? Kirkchu, shot a goal!
Bernardo Silva.
He's having a go!
And that is a save of real quality, not easy by any means.
Well, that's a sign that he clearly feels the need to take it upon himself to try and get his side back into this.
They've played it short. Cross needs to be good. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. And now a sudden chance to counter. Koundé challenged just a bit on the firm side. Gravenberg.
Minutes has been indicated.
And that has left him in a heap.
Defending was strong and firm.
Yamal. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that.
Well, yet another interception, and
the whistle goes for half-time.
Well, who would have thought it? A huge chasm between the two teams already, and it might grow even wider in this second half.
well, they're in a great position,
Hello,
Peter, so
attendees.
why
This
stop
is a
now?
Lost
I would say
Children's
keep going,
announcement.
keep at it.
Please
They've
keep
done
your
everything
eyes
right
on
so
your
far,
children
so
during the match
they'll
at
want to
all
keep things
times.
that way.
Really has been an astonishing game, peppered with goals. You cannot help feeling that the second half will supply more. And we are already promptly back underway. Koundé. And here's Mbappe. Stojkovic. Rice. Szoboszlai. Gravenberg. And it's Szoboszlai. Yamal. Yamal unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Mbappe
Goes for a shot! And yes, it's there! They're back within reach! Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
So is this the start of a comeback? Gravenberg. Hernandez. Kvaratskhelia takes a look up. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged.
Here's a chance! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
So their fourth corner of the game. Malaysia have the chance to go the other way. De Ligt, tidy with his distribution. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And this is Torres. That is great defending, so alert. Rijkaard. Quarter of an hour into the second half. And it's made its way to him. And he's on his way!
He's having a shot!
He's done very well to get to that.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Kirkchu's
It's a mighty effort! Smashing delivery, just didn't do enough with it.
That definitely had the element of surprise to it. Clearly came in when no one was expecting it, and it was drilled.
Szoboszlai. Hernandez. Pinches it off him. Rijkaard. And it's Koundé. Bernardo Silva. And no, that was never going to make it.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Chance to deliver. And the shot!
Kupcu. Stojkovic. Rice. And this is Torres. That's Rijkaard.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. He's gone for goal! Denied by an instinctive save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
They're up to 5 corners now. Rijkaard
Is there, and he can get that clear.
aims beyond the defence.
Great vision.
Now it's Mbappe.
Shapes to shoot! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Substitutions taking place.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. Raul. And it's Palmer. It's a promising position. Crosses it in.
Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box.
And that is a little undercooked.
He's gone for goal! He should have put that one away.
I could tell he wanted that too. Still, at least he could smile about it, seeing as they're a couple of goals up.
Hernandez.
Promptly onto that, and that is that.
Stojkovic.
Is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
He has a look up.
Bernardo Silva delivers.
Easy enough for the goalkeeper.
Rudiger cuts out the pass.
Oh, good-looking ball.
Threads one in. Gets into some space.
Oh, smashing header! Really well taken goal. Late drama, late goal. This will be one frantic ending. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, look at the manager here. He's absolutely fuming, and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
Malaysia give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, the mindset has changed. Now they need to find all the courage they can get.
I think we're just about done here.
Added time.
That has been cut short.
That has ended up in no man's land.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Added time going up here. It's 3 minutes.
Hazard going full tilt down the left.
Rudiger.
And that's that. Well, that was good. A terrific advertisement for attacking football. Both sides glad to trade blows, to set out always only to win. And it came down to one decisive moment.
Just a quick announcement and an exciting one.
Any reflections
We're
on what
about
you've
to
seen,
announce
Jim?
today's
I
lottery
think that
numbers.
early goal,
Please
Peter,
watch the
pretty much
screen if you have a
decided
ticket.
everything. It dictated an awful lot of how the game was going to unfold. and in the end we weren't left with any.
Well, here we are with everything very much to play for. Win this one and they're going up. Incentives do not come much simpler or sweeter than that one. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it.
There's the whistle, and here we go.
Well, there is no question that Eden Hazard, on his day, is one of the world's best, Jim. So how do you interpret the role he's been given here?
Well, we all know he's at his best when he's coming in from that left side, whether it's to drag people away and isolate them or to combine with central attackers. But he also often plays as a 10, as we know, in a free role.
And is that a new dimension to his game?
No, he's been at that for years, and he's just very good wherever he plants himself.
Too much pressure, and he's lost the ball. Tries to pass it through. Hakimi. Szoboszlai. And it's Rice. Hakimi. Kukçu. Now it's Lewandowski. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Serginho. Ball played for Kukçu. Del Piero. Pretty cagey early on from both sides. Kukçu. Del Piero. I have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Torres gets across and deals with it. Now it's Kvaratskhelia. Gets his head on it! Yes, it's in! Is this the moment? The moment he made it happen. The moment they made it happen.
It was wonderfully efficient.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
They still can't get carried away. They haven't been promoted just yet.
Torres was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Hernandez. Spread neatly. It's out for a goal kick. That's a throw. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. You can run on to that. Neuer getting this one clear. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Gravenberg. Hakimi. Now it's Szoboszlai. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Bastoni gets over and intercepts. Ah, good steal, he just read it. Fernando Torres does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Now it's Hazard. Just eases him off the ball. That's a little off target. Now it's Torres. Over to the left. Now it's Kvaratskhelia. Knocks it into space. Kvaratskhelia.
Referee has just said play on.
Now, can they get him away? No, that's been intercepted. He's not got that quite right. He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away.
Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning.
Pass somewhat off target. Del Piero. Kukçu. And here's Kvaratskhelia. Brilliantly cut out. Alexander-Arnold. Looking to play him in. Oh, that's fabulous. Crosses it in here. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. He's in a great position here.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Now it's Hazard. Bastoni deals with that comfortably. Ricci calmly anticipates. And this is Lewandowski. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
He had a chance to offload that left, so I think he's going to have to swallow his medicine on this one.
Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Peter, and special delivery from the ref.
That has not gone well. Ricci, looking for options for movement. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Gravenberg! He's got away with one there.
I'm really impressed with the tenacity he's shown to intercept that. That's how they're going to make things happen.
Rice proves too strong. There's the whistle for half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, this is when you need your players to step up, Peter. Be brave, see all that courage. They need to have a big start to the second half to give them some momentum. and they're not going to get that if they're being too risk-averse.
Leading 1-0 at the break. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
Soboslai powering forward here. Serginho has crossed into the middle.
Well, from experience, I can tell you he'll get a lot of stick for getting that one wrong.
And it's Gravenberg. Hernandez crosses.
And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that.
Azar. Del Piero. Bastoni does well to get it back. Rice. Yamal. And this is Torres.
Real chance! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Fernando Torres has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Kukçu is the team's great visionary.
Neither of these two want to come off second best.
He's on it, can he get away? Oh, cracking ball.
And Del Piero! It's in! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
He's in plenty of space here. Terrific header! And yes, it's there! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. That is a fine goal, really efficiently done.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up. Something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Played out to the left flank. Azar. Azar with a chance! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
I thought the wing work was A1. The defending and finishing was anything but.
Well, that pass isn't the best. Nicely weighted ball. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And here's Torres. That has been slung wide. And it's Gravenberg.
Niceties are not part of this approach. This is actually quite aggressive.
Rice. Now it's Yamal. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Del Piero. Looking for the run.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity. Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
And he's managed to get free. Alexander-Arnold receives it in a wide...
Up he goes! Sticks it away! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion.
Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Lewandowski demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off. And for me, it looks like they've just about done it.
Substitution on the field. Number 9, Robert Lewandowski. Number 17.
And it's Rijkaard.
Hazard.
Good chance here!
Number 30.
It's anyone's
Messi.
ball now.
Number 10.
Great vision.
Piero. Coming on the field. Number 13.
Face to face with the keeper.
Number 77.
Shot goal!
Kvaratskhelia.
And that
Number
would have won
21.
it.
Giatis looked
Griezmann.
clearly furious with
Number
himself
7.
there. They looked for
Raul.
all the world like they were going to go
Substitution.
3 up.
Kukçu.
Griezmann.
Raul. Driving on and making good progress.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal.
And it had to be. Short changes him with that pass. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Great defending, strong and determined.
Palmer.
Tries to play it through. And he shoots! Yes! And they are pulling clear here. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
Well, it's been spot. And that will be the final act. A game that is a tale of one that got away. A position of great promise they established, but they lost momentum. Well, here we are with everything very much to play for. Win this one
Hello,
and they're going
everybody,
up.
and welcome to
Incentives
today's
do
match.
not come much simpler or sweeter than that one.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself.
So it's down to business here.
Well, it seems fair to say, Jim, that Diego Forlan is the outstanding player in this lineup.
Yeah, and I think it's incredible how his career has turned out after a
Big header! And oh, he's got that completely wrong.
Marquinhos
Gets across to intercept that.
Kukçu.
Now looking to orchestrate a counter. And this is Forlan. Forlan! And it's hit the woodwork and another try! Decent enough try.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Roll kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Rijkaard. And Hakimi.
Looking for options for movement.
Yamal picks it up out wide. Kukçu. Roll. Now it's Batistuta. Hakimi. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Serginho. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Szoboszlai. Rijkaard.
He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away.
Rodri. Hernandez. Passing is crisp and sharp. Hernandez.
Oh, really well played.
Oh, that's fabulous.
He's cut it out. No goals as yet. Kukçu.
Is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Oh, well measured. It's a foul, it's in the box, it's a penalty. And he could not have picked a worse time to give one away. This to make it 1-0. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
That's a good penalty. Made the keeper commit early and set himself up for quite a comfortable finish.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
And it's Kukçu.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Now it's Darwin.
He's picked his way through. Plays it across. He rises! And he's found the net! They've come back. They've come roaring back. This is becoming quite a game. It was wonderfully efficient.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Yamal. Rodri. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here.
He's having a go!
Raul. Can he get it through? It's Hernandez. Batistuta.
Oh, that's a key interception.
Passes coming off in quick succession here.
Fernando Torres really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Oh, he's found support out wide. Rijkaard. And it's Kukçu. And this is Batistuta. Rodri. Well, that looks a decent ball. Hakimi. Here's Rodri. Plays a sharp little ball here. Serginho. Rijkaard. Beckham does have his name on the score sheet, of course. And here's Forlan, and he's been shifted off it. Raul stood his ground strongly. He's looking wide. The next chance! What a wonderful goal!
Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
The goal scorer after 43 minutes is number 10, Gabriel Batistuta. Gabriel Batistuta.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Batistuta.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. Now it's Kukçu. Knocks it into space.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Darwin. Szoboszlai. And here's Batistuta. Now it's Forlan. And there is the half-time whistle. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football. And it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. And neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
And we are already promptly back underway.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go with intent and purpose. Let your opponents know you're not just going to quietly bow down.
Fernand tries a shot! Oh, surely that deserved better.
Well, that was all about the quality of the ball, wasn't it? It couldn't have been placed any better.
Rijkaard. Raul. And it's Kukçu. Ball played for Rijkaard. Beckham. Looking to play him in. Nicely weighted ball. De Ligt spots it and intercepts. Looking for the run. Cannavaro cuts out the pass. And it's Szoboszlai. Well, they are still trailing, and they require a change of fortune pretty sharpish. Engages and forces him off the ball. Rijkaard. Beckham. And that is as far as they're going to go. Nagatomo in acres of space out wide. Oh, nice touch. And here's Raul. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Off the post!
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Kukçu. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Aimed beyond the defence. No, he's not getting any further than that. Batistuta was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Kukçu unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Fernando Torres being hunted in packs.
Yeah, and what they've got to...
Just the goalkeeper to beat. Oh, it's hit the post.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Now it's Raul. Now, can they get him away? They're back in possession and ready to go again. He's gone for goal! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And that would have been game, set and match.
Oh, what a stunning save. Absolutely tremendous. And he's kept his team in it.
Beckham, the regular corner taker. Beckham plays it short.
Rivaldo.
And now they can spring out of defence. Hernandez. Well, it has been a very watchable, sometimes rather desperate contest. Understandable, one supposes, when considering what's at stake
Well,
here.
Peter, as you said, this is huge. Could do with more intensity and purpose, though, if they're looking to turn this around.
Real chance! Rivaldo, a player who needs no introduction. Great defending, strong and determined. It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
It's a good-looking... It's a mighty effort! Harmlessly behind.
Substitution on the field. Number 20.
So there's going to be another change here.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Rivaldo. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Yamal. That has not gone well. And it's Kukçu. Rivaldo. Marquinhos.
There will be 1 minute at a
Whatever
time.
he had in mind, that was not it. Darwin. So just 1 extra minute for stoppages. And that is that. Well, that turned out to be quite a game. Both sides committed, determined, driven. And whilst you might argue to the contrary, perhaps a fair result on the balance of things.
Just
What
a
are your
quick
thoughts on
request
today's
today
game
for
then, Jim?
everybody to